We all love stories. Most people love to read them, but there are few who would prefer to listen. So, for those of you who prefer to listen, this is for you. Welcome to the Bible Stories.
Hello, my good people. Welcome to the Bible Stories, the home of Bible stories told in an African way and with an African touch. Thank you for patronizing us. I'm glad that you could join us. So, last week we stopped in the story of of Samson, and I told you guys how after he beat up some Philistines and he gave the clothes to the men who had attended his wedding. He got angry and he left and he went home. So, now see, Samson has gone home. So the father of his would have been father-in-law thought that he hates his bride. So what did he do? He gave the bride away to the guy who was his best man at this wedding. So see, now does Samson have a wife? Nahi. So one time during the wheat harvest, I don't know how much time had passed between the wedding and this time Samson, after he has cooled down, he carries a young goat and he's going to visit his wife. So he goes home. At that point, when I was reading that part, I thought, this is very strange. Why would the daughter be married and still living in her father's house? The Philistines had a very interesting culture. So he goes and he tells the father-in-law, in quotes, because really he's not the father-in-law, I'm going up to my wife's room. And the father-in-law says, no, you can't go. I thought you really, really hated her, and so I gave her to the guy who attended to you at your wedding. Samson said, now I have a reason to fight against you people. So what did Samson do? He went. He caught 300 foxes. Foxes. Do you know where foxes live? He got how many of them? Not 2, not 3. 300. A whooping 300 of them. He took 2 by 2 and he would tie their tails together. Yani, Samson was on another level. He tied their tails together and then he lit a fire on their tails. So you can imagine what happens to the foxes. Then he releases them where there is wheat. So can you imagine? These are 150 pairs. They have been released in wheat farms. They have fire on their tails. So clearly they are running. So you can imagine what happened to the wheat harvest. You can imagine the loss that the Philistines suffered. So the Philistines asked, who did this? And they're told it was Samson. And why did he do that? Because his wife was given to someone else. The Philistines were annoyed. And these people were Bilamasi. So they go to the girl's house. They burned the girl and her father. Now the Bible does not say whether her husband was burned down, but they burned the house. And now those people were Meisha. Now Samson said, you have burned them. Now you have given me more reason to attack you people. So in a rage, he killed many Philistines. He killed them. And then he went into a cave and sat there to relax. So the Philistines decided, this guy, he's showing us dust. We have to do something. So the Philistines went. Many Philistines, soldiers, they went to Judah. And the men of Judah asked them, is how? And they said, we are looking for Samson because of what he has done. And the men of Judah said, it is Samson who you have a grudge with, not us. And they say, yes. So they decided they were going to bring Samson to the Philistines. So the Philistines are left. Now, the men of Judah, they gathered 3,000 soldiers. They went to the cave to get Samson. So they went and they told Samson, is how? We're here to get you because of what you did to the Philistines. The Philistines have come to attack you, so we're here to get you. And Samson tells them, promise me that you will not kill me yourselves. And the guys promised, we will not kill you ourselves. Okay, fine. Tie me up and deliver me to those people. So they tied him up. See, now this was very diplomatic. They tied Samson up and they started on the journey. And they went and they went. When Samson saw these Philistines, see now they are arriving. The Spirit of the Lord came upon him and he tore those ropes. It's like, it's like, you know, when something is burnt with fire and it's now charcoalish, imagine how easy it is to tear that thing apart. So he tore them apart and he freed himself and he found a jawbone somewhere and he picked the jawbone of a donkey. This guy and jawbones of donkeys. He picked it up and he smashed, he beat up, he finished, he killed 1,000 soldiers of the Philistine army. Now, when these men from Judah had gone up to bring him down, they had told him, why are you harassing the Philistines? Don't you know these people are lording over us? And that is how he agreed to come down. Now he has murdered 1,000 of them using a jawbone. So now after he killed them, he was thirsty. And he said to the Lord, now you give me all this strength to kill these Philistines, and then you want to kill me of thirst, so that I fall into the hands of these uncircumcised fellas. And the Lord opened the ground, pop, and water came out. And Samson drank, and he was revived, and he was refreshed. And then now he became a judge in Israel, and he ruled for 20 years before something else happened. And so we will stop there today. I hope you have enjoyed today's story, and we will continue next week, and I'll tell you what happened next to Samson. Till then, ta-da!